In this video, we'll start to build out your homepage using the Divi Page Builder. So here's our current homepage, and here's a site that we want to build from our reference site. Now, we're not going to build this whole page from scratch for two reasons. First of all, because the way I recommend you make websites is to build a website from a template. This site was built from a Divi template called Web Agency, and it was customized. Unfortunately, to use the Divi templates, which is called the Divi Layout Packs feature, you need a paid license to Elegant Themes, and I can't give you that on a free course. However, if you buy the Elegant Themes Divi package, which is about $79, through my affiliate link, which I'm going to give you in the notes here, and email me that receipt, I will give you free access to the full course, the WordPress Essentials Complete course. And you'll also get a year's support from them. Anyway, I'm now going to show you how to build this first section of the home page using the Divi Builder from scratch. Now, first we have to get these two images, this image here, the website collage, and the background image with the coffee cup and so forth. So on any website, it's fairly easy to copy the image with a right click and then save to your computer, depending on your browser. However, the background image is a little harder to pick up. So I've made a special page for you. It's wpacademy.com/images, where you can basically save all of these images to your computer. Save image as, and then blue background, and the other one is called website collage. And so, okay, so typically that goes into your downloads folder. Okay, so let's get to it and build out this first section, which looks like this. So go to your home page and edit page. If you don't see this edit page button, you want to enter your dashboard. And you're going to click Use the Divi Builder and edit with the Divi Builder. And here are the options it presents us with: build from scratch, use a pre-made layout, which I already told you about. You're going to need a license key for this, or clone existing page. So let's start building here. So the Divi Page Builder, like all page builders, is a hierarchical system. So it consists of sections that are usually blue, that contain rows that are usually green, which contains modules that are usually gray. So in this case, it's already created a section for us, and it's asking us what kind of row we want. And these are the various options here. Rows are divided into columns. So in this case, we want a text on the left and an image on the right. So we'll choose this type of row. And now it asks us to insert the first module with the cursor positioned on the first row. And we're basically on the left as a text. So just search for text, insert it. All right. And it asks us what we want our text to be. So just basically go back to your reference site and copy this text and insert it here. And notice it's actually putting it as heading 1. It's preserving the original formatting, and save it. All right, and then we're going to add a new module on the right column, and I'll show you how the hierarchy works in a moment, but let's just go through the flow here. Add new module. He'll just click on this gray button. In this case, we're going to add an image button. We're going to expand the image box if it's not already expanded, and click here. And I'm going to change to your Uploads tab and select Files here, and upload the website collage image that you previously saved. Okie doke, looks good. So click Save on there. And then let's just go ahead and look at it. Let's go ahead and save it and preview it. So hit this little purple plus button at the bottom, click Save, and then click Exit Visual Builder. And here's our new page. Okay, so this is a good beginning. Good enough for the working class, I like to say. So let's go in and explore the additional options and finalize the formatting of this page. Now, this is going to be very summary. We get more deeply into this in the full course or in the sections below if you've purchased the full course or the complete course. So hit Enable Visual Builder again. And let's explore the anatomy of this screen. So first of all, notice that you can move the cursor and highlight the different section. So here we're highlighting the gray text module inside the green row or column inside the blue section. Okay, section, column 1 of the row, column 2 of the row that contains this image module. This is a text module. All right, so on the bottom, you can activate the menu here. So this is the save. This controls the settings of the page. This is your history. Okay, save to library. So history is if you make a mistake, you can always go back. You can trash the page altogether. And this here on the left controls your different visibility settings. This is the desktop view. This is the tablet view, and this is the phone view. And you can actually have different settings for each of these views, which allows you, very precise customization of your mobile responsive site. Divi is fantastic for mobile responsiveness. And finally, wireframe view here on the left gives you a visual representation of all the different elements, which is useful if you're feeling kind of confused. However, we're experts by now, so we're going to work in the full screen view. And here's what I want to show you here is if you hover over an element, like a section here, you have here, this gears is the edit button for that section headings. This creates a copy of it. This is the history for that section. This trashes the entire section and its contents, and this here has different sections relating to saving sections to the library and so forth. But the thing that is most useful is this gear button, because I want to add a background image to this entire section, and this is how it's going to go. So I click on it, it brings up the section settings dialog. Expand the background section. Now you can add a background color if you like. You can add a gradient to your background, or you can add an image, which is what this button is, or a video. So let's just add an image. Click on plus. In our media library again, we're going to upload the blue background that we saved previously and click upload the image. Okay, so you see this is that put the blue background on the entire section. Beautiful. Now let's just change this text layout here. So let's click inside the text module. So you notice you can actually change the text here, which is very cool without going back to without exiting the screen at all. But what I really want to do is I just want to edit this text module inside that column, inside that section. We want to make it white and big. All right, so click on row settings and notice the 2 columns inside the row. So we're editing the row directly. It's a 2-column row with equal spacing. You're going to hit the design. And there's a lot of options here. This is what makes Divi so powerful, but also sometimes difficult to learn is there's so much here. Okay, I'm trying to find the text settings, but I notice I'm actually editing the row, so I made a mistake there. Note that it's easy to make mistakes here. So what we want to do is we want to actually edit the text module here, which is the gray thing, yeah? Okay, that's better. So click design, and we want to modify the heading text because we set this up as a heading text. And we want to do, first of all, let's give it a bold weight. And let's give it a text color of white, heading text color of white. And let's make it a little bigger, heading text size. Let's make it just big enough, something like that. I can give it a little bit more line height as well, just by dragging here. Yeah, that's about right. And just click save. And just click save on the page itself. And let's exit Visual Builder. All right, so this is a little weird. You notice that the changes didn't take. And this is a problem with Divi and the desktop server. So if you're on desktop server, here's how you're going to fix this problem. Go back to your dashboard. Then go to your Divi theme options and go to Builder. Click the Advanced tab and then disable static file CSS generation and save changes. And now if you go back to your site, you should see the changes have taken. Yay. Okay, so this is your homepage so far. I hope you're feeling proud of yourself. I'm definitely feeling proud of you for doing this. It looks great. So once again, we're going to take a deeper dive into the Divi Builder and the various options in the complete course or the section below if you've purchased the complete course. But I do want to show you one additional thing. So this is your reference site. It has additional sections here. So this is a whole section here. It has a full width row, and then it has a row with 3 columns. Here's another section with 2 columns. Again, an image on the right with some tweaks. But this is a section I want to build with you. This is called the blog section, and it's going to demonstrate using the blog module. So let's go ahead and do that. So you have experience on using at least one more Divi module. So click Enable Visual Builder and scroll down, and we're going to add another section just by hitting this blue Add New Section button. It's going to ask us what kind of section we want. We want a regular section. It's going to be a full row section, like 1 column, I mean. And we're going to add a blog module. This one here. All right. So as usual in Divi, you got a million options. Basically, the type of content we're going to put our recent posts. We're going to put our latest, say, 12 recent posts. So it's going to fill as many columns as it can. So I think it's going to be a 3-column layout in this case. Categories you want to put. I would, if it were me, if it were on my side, I would put only the WordPress training post category, because I'm calling this articles. But in your case, just put all categories. Show excerpt, use post excerpt, yes. Also, design, layout, full width. I'm not going to go into all the details, but just have a look, see what it looks like here. Okay, correction. This is not a grid layout. This is the full width layout of the blog module inside this new section. So let's edit that module and go to the Design tab, expand the layout box, and let's set it to a grid layout. Okay. So obviously, if there were more posts, it would show more. And also, if I'd set the show featured image, which is another design setting, it would show that as well. Okay. So just a couple more things. Let's add a title, and let's add a read more button at the bottom. So here's how it's going to go. So I don't see any way of adding another row above this row. So I'm just going to add one at the bottom and move it afterwards. So click plus row. We're going to add a full width row, and we're just going to add a text module inside it, like this. And we're just going to call this Best Articles. We're going to give it a heading level 2, and we're going to center it as so. And then just drag it to the top through this handle here and put it right there. Okay, cool. Now, if you want to change the spacing as well, you can try expanding this here or decreasing the spacing above, which is kind of pretty cool. And then let's add a button here as a final module in this section. That would be right here at the bottom. Add new module to that row, and we'll choose the button module. And the button text is going to be read more fascinating articles. Ha ha. And the link. So Divi doesn't allow you to search for the URL. So basically the easiest way to find it is just open a new copy of your site in another tab. And then we want to link to the articles page and just copy that link and insert that into the link URL. And let's go ahead and center that button. There we go. Read more fascinating articles. Let's save that. Exit Visual Builder and see what it looks like. All right. Okay, so compared to the reference site, obviously, on the reference site we put a gray background here. We played with the font. We played with the button formatting. Lots of things you can do to pretty this up. But for our first pass on the Visual Builder, I think we've done a pretty good job. And we'll move on now.